Hey, how's it going, everybody? Just doing our weekly programming breakdown. So this week we're starting with our 5 rep max back squat cycle on Monday. So last week we got out of our heavy lifting because we had Murph, but this week we're diving right into it. So we're going to start with establishing 5 rep max on Monday, and then for the next couple of weeks we'll be building up kind of in our progressions and then retesting at the end of our 6 weeks. So it's going to be more of a 5-week cycle since we missed last week. And then after that, we're going to be jumping into our kind of leg accessory Metcon, as we kind of alluded to in our pre-cycle video. So it's going to be 3 sets, 1,000 meter or 900 meter assault bike, 50 double unders, and then 10 front rack step ups, 2-minute rest in between sets. So with the step ups, those obviously being kind of the accessory version or the accessory piece in this Metcon, these aren't necessarily meant to be something that you would see in a Metcon, like in an open style tester where it's 24 and 20, 50, 35, something like that. It should be something that is appropriate for an accessory style lift. So if you're on the shorter end of athletes and going to 24-inch makes you go into extreme hip flexion and you're not able to use your lead leg to press up and actually gain strength in that leg, then go to a lower height. There is no RX height, there's no RX weight. It's whatever is appropriate for you to get a good leg strength accessory stimulus today. So that's Monday. Tuesday, kind of continuing our no foot, no hook power progressions. So 5 sets of 3 no hook power cleans, no foot movement. No foot movement is kind of the more operative thing that we're trying to focus on here. So no foot movement with the power cleans. And then 1 shoulder to overhead. So I'm looking for push press, but I don't want that to be the limiting factor here. So if you have to go to a push jerk, that's fine, but try and work on really driving the bar off the shoulders with the push press and then only transition to the push jerk when you have to. And then following that up with some triple extension kind of reinforcement work. So a lot of hip extension in the Metcon, 3 rounds for time, 10 kettlebell snatches, 5 on each arm, 10 handstand push-ups, 10 box jumps. So pretty straightforward Metcon, pretty classic CrossFit, but a lot of hip opening in that Metcon. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday, continuing our gross EMOM cycle. So this one's going to be alternating minutes as opposed to last week. It was just 2 movements, same minute, straight through for 10 minutes. We're going to alternate this time. So 12-minute EMOM, odd minutes, we're doing 7 power snatches plus 7 burpees in the same minute. So very light power snatch. Heaviest you should go is 75, 55. Even if you snatch 300 or 200, the light barbell should be the goal of this. Move it fast, and then 7 burpees, be moving fast on that. It's not over anything, not onto anything, not through anything, just 7 snatches, 7 burpees on the odd minutes. Even minutes, 14 and 12 calorie row. When we're scaling this, we're going to scale the number on everything before we start scaling anything else. So if we need to drop down to 6 power snatch, 6 burpees, if you need to drop down to 12, 10 calories, whatever gives you a reasonable amount of rest, but not too much rest. So last week where we're working for like 45 seconds, 50 seconds kind of towards the end, and you had to really dig in and make yourself start at the top of the minute. That's what we're looking for here. But we're not looking for minute 1. You're working for 58 seconds and you're already panic grabbing the rower. It should be something where we're working for 45 or 50 seconds, transition quickly, 3, 2, 1, go, next minute. So should be challenging, but not impossible. And then for our accessory work afterwards, so we're working on tempo strict presses with a hold at the top, and then tempo barbell rows with the hold at the top of that as well. So it's gonna be same weight on both of those, and then the same tempo. So building up a little bit of strict overhead pressing and a little bit of horizontal pulling to finish out our Wednesdays. Thursdays, continuing on with our toes to bar density. So if we're still working on building up toes to bar efficiency, again, the idea here is still that nice touch and pull back, continuing to work on that good rhythm between hollow and arch, not pendulum swinging below the bar. For those of you who are doing the toes to bar density work with the ski erg or with the rower, same thing as last week, but if you were able to complete it in 5 sets or less, or 1 set, if you're crazy, like Will apparently, then you should be adding at least 10 reps to whatever you did last week. If it took you 5 sets or more, then you should be staying at the same target reps as you did last week. That's going to continue for another week, and then we'll build into kind of a different density piece after that. But we're just trying to do big sets, short active rest, and then continue on with that. So afterwards, bulletproofing again, different kind of style this time. So instead of row, we're doing assault bike, 3 sets, 25 cals, 20 cals, then 12 to 16, alternating top to top dumbbell bench. So what I mean by top to top is we're holding both dumbbells overhead, one goes down, the other goes down, that's 2 reps, but we're not alternating, kind of like punching back and forth. One stays at the top while the other works, alternating that way, 12 to 16 reps. And then 10 double Russian kettlebell swings. So there should be good hinge strengthening movement, right into a 100-foot farmer's carry. So you do your 10 swings, keep it in your hands, 100-foot farmer's carry down and back. That's our Thursday. Friday, snatch wave strength. EMOM, like last week with the clean and jerk, same percentages, same goal. We're not maxing out. We're trying to hit heavy singles, heavy triples, heavy doubles, but not necessarily flirting with failure. Building that technical proficiency at heavy weights is the idea with our Friday EMOMs. And then our gut check workout is 400-meter run, 10 overhead squats, 135-95, 50 double unders, 20 sumo deadlift high pulls, same weight, 100 double unders, 30 thrusters, same weight, 150 double unders, run 400 meters. So this typically we like to do, in CrossFit we like our descending rep scheme, so we can just keep going faster. This one's an ascending rep scheme with worse movements. So you're really gonna have to dig in, understand that you can't come out super hot and just hang on. You gotta think about the 30 thrusters at the end, how we're gonna break those up, how you're gonna stay moving on the barbell, not letting your rest get away from you. Same thing with double unders. 50, 100, 150, as opposed to the descending feels very different, especially when your shoulders are smoked after overhead squats and a lot of thrusters. So it should be a fun one on Friday. And then Saturday, we're going 100 calorie row, 180, 60, 40 calorie row, various holds during the row. And then between those 80 wall balls, 60 handstand push-ups, 40 barbell sit-ups or chest to bars, and then 200-meter run. That is a partner workout. Probably should have led with that. That'd be a lot of work on your own. You'd be working for days. That's kind of our week for this week. Also Saturday, sorry I forgot. Continuing on with our back squat and plyometric post-activation potentiation work. But that is what is going to be happening on Saturday. I feel like the first week went well. Hopefully you guys feel the same way. If you have feedback, comments, questions, concerns, please let me know, let the coaches know, and let's keep getting after it.